So it might be a little bit miserable out there today, and I think most of the east coast of Australia has got a very wet weekend on its way. But we're here to lighten up your day with some really interesting jobs and statistics about the employment market in Australia with P2P Live. Hi there, my name is Mark Smith. I am Group Managing Director of People to People in Australia and Frog Recruitment in New Zealand. And yes, there's a lot to talk about today. We had the Australian Internet Vacancy Index released in the last couple of days, which has got some really fascinating and record-breaking numbers that came through. So we'll share those with you today. And we've also got 3 jobs to fill today: a couple of admin jobs, a warehouse job. We need to fill them this afternoon to start on Monday. So if you're out a job seeker looking for work, stay tuned for that. We'll also be talking about the changes in temporary and contract rates, or rates in general, with Chris Williams from our Sydney contracting team, where he can actually, in a summary, tell you what's actually changing and what you can expect with those as well. And of course, we've got our results from last week's Twitter poll, where we asked, how do you explain redundancy on your CV? Could you do that? So stay tuned for those results as well. So let's jump into it. A lot to talk about with this week's numbers. So this week saw the latest release of the Australian Job Vacancy Index, and thanks to Callum Pickering for compiling this pretty succinct graph here. Callum will pop his Twitter feed into the comments there. And by the way, we can see your comments on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube live. So if you have any questions, then please let us know. So the number of job vacancies in Australia is at record-breaking levels. We've not seen it like this for a very long time. So Callum's graph here shows you from 2010 to now the number of internet job vacancies, and we are at record-breaking levels. And it just, the dip that we experienced during the COVID pandemic seems to have paled into insignificance as we've risen very quickly into this recovery market and a jobs market that I personally have not seen in my recruiting career of the last 25 years. That's a quarter of a century. Where did that go? Well, it's probably the same place my hair went. Anyway, so let's move on to the next graph. And this one here, the reason why I used Callum's graph is because I wanted to really show you. I wanted to show something in which was less complicated than the one that we're looking at now. So this is the job advertisements and an unemployment rate that's directly extracted from the Australian Bureau of Statistics data, and on a monthly basis. So you can see the blue line, or the purple lines, are the percentage or the vacancies, and the light line, which is like the P2P colours, is the unemployment rate. And you can see the remarkable rise that we've experienced in the last couple of years. And we're now at peak levels before the GFC. So 2008, the number of vacancies were approaching 300,000, and we're now at those type of levels. Let's hope we're not going to experience what happened with the GFC. There's some negative talk around. But right now, as we speak, you could not expect a better jobs market. So let's go to the next one. And this is on a state-by-state basis. So you can see that the one that really stood out for me, the monthly change in Tasmania, was an increase in the number of vacancies in Tasmania, up 11.5% month on month, followed by Western Australia. And we're going to get to some numbers for Western Australia. There are more jobs than actual people looking for work in WA at the moment. If you want to make a move to WA and get a job straight away, that's likely to happen. So you can also see the pre-COVID change here. So Western Australia up 113%, Tasmania up 137%. The rest of the states, South Australia 101%. The rest of the states are yet to get to their pre-COVID levels, but it's still a remarkable set of numbers. That's the last graph I wanted to show you, was the Australian, and again, thanks to Callum Pickering, Australia's unemployed individuals per job vacancy. If you saw this, that every unemployed person in WA has 1.5 jobs available to them, but this here shows you the level of unemployed and then the underemployed and unemployed in the number of vacancies or individuals per job vacancy, and we are at historical lows now, very, very low numbers. So it's an excellent market. That's it for the numbers. Let's move on. We have 3 jobs we need to fill. It's Fill Job Friday. Okay, so we got 3 temp jobs we need to fill throughout Australia, and they're all starting ASAP. If you're looking for work right now, we've got jobs for you. So this is a temp role in Melbourne CBD, $30 to $33 an hour. It's a 3-month commitment with the possible extension starting Monday. Your duties include delivering financial documents to customers, processing of financial loans. You need to have high levels of accuracy and experience in administration. In financial services, even better. Will Hillgrove is the man that you need to speak to in our Melbourne office, 9098 7434 for that admin role. Here's the next one. It's an executive assistant position in Belrose here in Sydney, $49 to $50 an hour. That's a great rate. And your duties include document preparation, correspondence preparation, and collation on behalf of an executive team. There is extensive diary and travel management in this particular role, and you need to have demonstrated having worked alongside senior executives in a medium to large organisation previously. $49 to $50 an hour. Call Brooke Mackay on 8270-9780 if you'd like to learn more about that particular role. The last one that we need to fill is a warehouse officer, and this is in Crestmead in Queensland, in Brisbane. Full-time temp position, starting ASAP, working Monday to Thursday. So it's based in the warehouse. What you'll be doing is packing, preparing orders for distribution, some yard work there as well. And the client is looking for somebody who holds a current forklift license. So if you've got that, as well as previous warehousing experience. Georgia Arnott is the person that you need to speak to in our Brisbane office, 0731180125. And of course, you can apply for these roles. The links to these jobs are all in the comments there. So jump on those and you can apply straight away for the admin assistant role in Melbourne, the EA role here in Sydney, and the warehouse officer role in Brisbane. And if you might be sitting on a bus and thinking, well, how do I apply for these jobs? Well, you can apply using Vply. So the links that we have in the links is to Vply. If you apply with a video, you can do a quick video, say, you know what, I love the sound of that EA role. I'd like to learn more. This is my background. Hit send, and then we'll be in touch. So you'll be able to do that straight away. Okay, all right. So 3 jobs that we need to fill straight away. And we need to find out more about these rate increases. There's been a lot of change this week that's affecting a lot of people in work this week, and we'll learn more about that from Chris Williams, though. But to get us there, we have another job that we're working on. It's a logistics role, an implant specialist from our Western Sydney team, Farah. We've got a video of that. Let's do that, and then we'll have a chat to Chris.
Hello everyone, it's Farah again from the P2P team of Supply Chain. We are currently recruiting for an international industry leader in logistics, searching for an implant specialist to join the logistics team in Rhodes. Our client is well established with 2,000 offices around the world and have been operating for 150 years. A snapshot of some of the duties will be in this role, including overseeing operational factors of freight movements, managing operations through following the SOPs, coordinating delivery and reverse logistics, online claiming of logistic delivery, and quality and supporting exports and imports. We are looking for the candidates that have experience in Power BI or similar, strong Excel skills, and logistics experience in transport functioning. A competitive salary of $65K plus 10% super is on offer, and if you are interested, do not hesitate to reach out through the details below. Alternatively, if you know someone else who might be keen or would be perfect for the role, go ahead and share this video with them too. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.
Wow, it's been a big week this week. Lots of changes, statutory regulation changes, which means that temp rates are on the move. So I'm going to have a quick chat to Chris Williams from the Sydney Temp and Contracting team. G'day, Chris.
Yeah, good to be back, Mark. It's been a little while.
Yes, indeed. So thanks for joining us. So tell us more. What's happening out there at the moment? What's changing?
Yeah, so it's been a very busy week for us on the temp team. So there's been various changes that I guess have been implemented as of today, really, 1st of July. So first things first, we have seen an increase in payroll tax. So this has went up from 4.85 to 5.45%, as well as an increase in superannuation for all employees from 10 to 10.5%. On top of this, there's also actually been an increase combined with the previous two in the minimum award, which has also increased by 4.6%. So it's been a very busy week for us having these conversations with both candidates and clients. But in turn, it's been a really great opportunity to kind of connect with both and kind of get their mindset of, how they're feeling in their jobs. And also in particular, have those conversations with regards to rate increases to our working temps, especially, building on the numbers you showed previously and making sure that our employers can retain their staff. So it's been a very busy week, a lot of back and forth, but certainly some very important changes, both for temps and clients moving forward from today.
Yeah, it's that payroll tax number 2 is for New South Wales only. So if you're watching from other states, it's the only state that has increased their payroll tax from in those particular rates. But yes, it's a good chance, isn't it, to actually sit down and have a conversation about what is an appropriate level or salary for the temporary and contract staff that you've actually got working
Yeah,
for you.
and to be honest, we've seen quite a positive response from it from most of our clients. I guess a lot of our temps have been giving some really valuable insights, and obviously, if they've been with us for a longer duration, it's great to have them, I guess, valued. And although money isn't everything, it's always great to, receive any sort of increase in your hourly rate to really, show that the client's appreciating the work that you're doing and, the inputs you have to the team. So it's been really good to be able to deliver that for a lot of our temps this week. But certainly waiting for the end of the week. It's been a long one.
Yeah, it's been bloody hectic, really, hasn't it? So so I know that so you're in our accounting specialization. You've got a specific role that you'd like to talk to us about as well, hey?
Yeah, so we have a couple of roles in particular, but one is one of our clients based in Western Sydney are recruiting 4 business analyst roles with an IT focus. All of these are to start, if we can find you, you'd be starting on Monday. They're 12-month fixed-term contracts. The great thing about these roles, though, is they're working on an implementation for a logistics business, a global company. And they're really open to the type of background that the candidate comes from. So the level that they're looking to pay is anywhere from 80K to 130K. And with that, they're looking at all levels of experience. So whether or not you've went through multiple implementations in the past and, you want to ascertain a job that can help build on that, or perhaps you're, a recent graduate who has some sort of BA experience while studying, and you're really looking for that, first opportunity to highlight your skills, feel free to reach out. The client's happy as long as you've got the right attitude and obviously the foundational knowledge. They're happy to review anyone.
Great, fantastic. And I can see on LinkedIn, Aidan says that there's some great roles on offer. There certainly is, Aidan. It is a busy market. So if somebody wants to talk to you about those roles, Chris, how would they get in touch?
Yeah, so the best way would be to give me a call straight away on 8270-9785, or alternative, you can send me an email to christopher.williams@p2people.com.au. And certainly we're happy to have a chat with anyone who shows any interest within getting into the BA space.
Okay, fantastic. All right, and I can see that we've got your contact details in the comments there as well. Fantastic. Thanks for joining us again, Chris. Let's move to our last thing that we need to cover off today, which is the results of last week's Twitter poll, where we asked, would you know how to explain a redundancy on your CV during a job interview? And you know what? A solid 45% didn't know. Man, that's not good. So my advice to you is that if that is the case and you're looking to think, well, I want to get into the jobs market here, but I've had this redundancy. How do I explain it? Of course, I'm a bit biased, but I'd suggest that you get in touch with a recruitment consultant and they can help you out with that. And they can certainly help manage that CV before it actually hits a potential employer's desk for sure. So really interesting result. Let's move to the next one. This is this week's one, which is for those looking to change jobs in 2022, what is the main reason you want to leave? It's because you're not being paid enough? I mean, we've seen that rates are on the rise from Chris today. No career development. There's lack of flexibility. Or you know what? I'm bloody stressed. I just need to change. So if you'd like to have your opinion, please jump onto our socials. That's at People to People for Twitter. You can also do the same on our LinkedIn page. And we'd love to know what you think about this. And we'll have those results next week. Righto. Well, that's it, everybody. Thank you again for joining us for P2P Live. We'll do it all again, 12:30 next week. We'll see you then.